Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Madhura and today we are looking at the energies of the full moon that is happening in March on the 18th, I believe. I just read the date but I again forgot. I'm not very good with dates, but I believe it is happening on 18th and it is in the sign Virgo. So we will be looking at the energies of that full moon. So we have four piles here. There won't be multiple piles to choose from. You can choose one of these four. And what we will be looking at is these cards from the Greenwich Oracle deck. They will represent the overall energy of the full moon for you. After that, we will be looking at what you need to focus on, what you need to let go of, and what you need to focus on for the next lunar cycle. And finally, we will get a message from the moon goddess herself. That is what we will be looking at today. So take a look at these four piles. This is pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3 and pile number 4. So pick a pile that you feel drawn to the most and then go to the description or the pin comment down below to see the timestamps and hop onto the timestamp and listen to that reading. You can obviously choose more than one pile, and yes, I will see you guys in your reading. If you guys chose pile number 1, then this is going to be a reading. This card will represent the overall energy of the new moon for you. So we have Fakes, card number 32 with Vitality. So I'm going to put this card here and read the message from the guidebook because I'm still getting used to this oracle deck and it confuses me a little. So we will look at this. Fakes, oracle meaning. Fix will show that you can and should look at what you have and what is going on with new eyes. Every single day gives us all a chance of fresh beginning, but you will need to jump up and work for it. New life experience are on offer and clarity will shine upon opportunities as well. Someone may be about to bring trouble to your sphere, so make sure you protect yourself. The uses of fix are for divination, fertility, love, safe travel, longevity. The celestial object is Jupiter and astrological sign is Taurus. So this is what the card means. So it makes total sense with the new moon because new moons are considered to be a completion of a cycle. So if you follow lunar cycle or if you base your manifestation practices on lunar cycle, you know that full moons are, did I say new moons? I'm so sorry. Full moons are considered to be a completion of a cycle. So if you follow lunar practices or base your practices on the lunar cycle, you know that new moons are used to manifest new things and full moons are usually used to let go of things and give thanks and bask in the energy of gratitude and feel whole. So that is the main purpose of a full moon, that everything that you have worked on during your lunar cycle, it will be fulfilled on the full moon. So this vitality card with fix, it makes total sense with the full moon because it is talking about looking at things with a new perspective. It is talking about gaining clarity and the light shining upon new things and the offers that are already lined up for you. It makes total sense with full moon because that is the main energy of full moon anyway. So love that, love seeing that for you guys. So what we are going to be doing now is taking out a few cards, each from a different deck, because it's fun that way and I love working with different decks. So we will be taking out cards each from a different deck for various things. So the first card we will take from the Deviant Moon Tarot deck, which seems very fitting. It will talk about the things that you need to focus on during this full moon in Virgo. So Virgo is a sign of organization. I'm not very much into astrology, but I know that Virgo is a sign of organization and getting things done and getting things organized and bullet journaling and making lists and something things like that. So I feel one of the main messages I'm getting for you even before we take out a card is you need to focus on getting your life organized. This message could be some very specific people, but I think we are getting this message. So what you need to focus on during this full moon is the Three of Cups. So Three of Cups is a card of it's a happy card. It's a very happy card. So Three of Cups usually talk about celebration. It talks about going out with your friends or your family, socializing, having a good time. So I think that is one of the main things that you need to focus on during this full moon, because I feel you guys have worked a lot in the past month. You have worked on your goals, you have worked on the things that you need to get done. So maybe that was why the Virgo message was coming in, because you have already worked on getting your life together, getting things organized, and now you just need to relax and enjoy, because full moon is about being grateful for the things you have and being just happy, being in that good energy, high vibrational energy. So that is what you need to do. Do not focus on the lack mentality during this full moon, because your the things that you asked for, the things that you've been working towards are coming to you. The light will be shined upon them, as we saw in the card, in the book with the fake card. So things are going to happen, the good things are coming your way, but for now you just need to relax and have a good time and feel good about yourself, about living, about everything that you have in your life. You need to feel grateful. So with the Three of Cups, yes, of course, socializing and having fun with your family or friends or going out is one of the messages that I'm getting. Other than that, I do think that some of you guys need to start a gratitude journal. So maybe write down all the things that you feel good about, write down all the things that you're grateful for in your life, and that could help you, because gratitude is one of the highest vibrational states that you can be in, and being grateful is amazing. So that is what you're being told to do during this full moon. Now we will take the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck, and we will look at the things that you need to let go of. So let's see. Group 1, things that they need to let go of. Even before we get the card, the message I'm getting is being over obsessive about the things. Oh yes, we have the World card in the reverse. Yes, yes, okay. The things that you need, and at the bottom of the deck we have the Ten of Swords. So I think I'll take that too. So the things that you need to let go of is, first of all, the World card is a happy card, but in this case in particular, do you see how there is this circle around her, how she is staying in her shell? So I think the first thing that you need to let go of is being in your shell, being closed off to new opportunities, being closed off to new things, staying in your own bubble, and not breaking free of your mindset that you have already, not being able to see things in a new perspective. It makes sense, again, with the Fig and Vitality card, it makes sense. We read that, right? You need to see things with a new clear perspective. You need to let go of being so rigid that you don't understand what's going on, or you don't see the new opportunities coming your way. You're so absorbed in your own world that you don't even see what's going on outside of this circle that you've enclosed yourself in. So that you need to let go of. And the Ten of Swords is the over obsessiveness message that I'm talking about. So you are working too hard, uh, you're being too obsessed with the outcome of something. I'm not sure what it is. It could be the thing that you've been working towards. It could be a work or a job or a career thing. With the Swords, I do think it is something like that, but you need to stop being obsessed. It's like, imagine that you're working on a promotion, you're working towards a promotion, and you've been working so hard for so long that you have put yourself in the lack mentality, that I don't have the promotion. Why do I not have the promotion? Why do I not have the promotion? I need to get there. I need to get that new position. I need to get more money. And if you keep thinking that over and over again in your head, you are just going to put yourself in a lack mentality and send the message out into the universe that you don't have it, and you're not going to get it, because you put on those vibrations into the universe, and that is what is going to be attracted towards you. So you are in that lack mentality, you are being obsessed, you're being over obsessive over something, and that needs to stop. You need to let go of that. You need to let go of your desires. You need to let go of the things that you want. You need to let go of the wishes that you want. You just need to let it out into the universe and let the universe do the work for you and get back to you. So that is the main message that I'm getting for you from this card. Now we will look at what you need to focus on in the next lunar cycle. So the lunar cycle, in the next coming lunar cycle, what you need to focus on. So let's see, we are using the Pestle Journey Tarot deck for that. We by now you guys already know all of my favorite decks, so I was actually kind of confused about which reading to do today, and I had another reading planned entirely, but now we are doing this. So we have two cards. We have the King of Swords and the Four of Swords. What you need about talking about what you need to focus on in the next lunar cycle. So look, it's only reiterating what we've been talking about. So let's see, we have the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords in the traditional tarot, in this Rider-Waite tarot deck, it depicts a guy who is sleeping, and there are three swords hanging on the wall and one sword below him, kind of like this one, only the guy is sleeping. This card also talks about rest. It talks about regeneration. It talks about taking some time off and being just being yourself. But looking at this card in particular, it reminds me of meditation. It reminds me of grounding. It reminds me of refueling. So you need to do that in the next lunar cycle. I think you guys have been working too hard towards something, and that is not paying off because you are burnt out. This card also talks about exhaustion, mental exhaustion. So I think there are a lot of things on your plate right now, and you just need to put them aside. You just need to bury one of these swords and focus on the ones that you can, and you need to focus on yourself first. This card gives me a strong message of meditation and grounding, so that is one of the main things you need to focus on in the next lunar cycle. And then there is the King of Swords. So again, with the King of Swords, I think you need to cut things that don't work for you. You need to reprioritize your list. You need to see what are the main things that you need to focus on right now, and don't work on like 10 things at a time, because that's only going to lead you to this 10 of Swords state where you are burnt out and exhausted. Instead, refocus, look at the things with a new perspective, and see which things require your immediate attention and what you can do right now and what needs to be done right now, instead of focusing on things that can be done after say 2 or 3 months. Do one thing at a time, take one thing at a time and focus on that, complete it, and then move on to the next one. King of Swords is someone who is not afraid to cut things off. He is not afraid to say things very clearly, even if it hurts someone. So even if there are things that don't work for you, I got a very specific message that if you guys are someone who is very resourceful, someone who people look up to for help, then you need to say no when you are not feeling up to it. Like, even if someone comes and asks for help, you need to stand your ground. You need to tell them, no, I already have a lot on my plate and I don't think I can help you right now. Maybe I'll get back to you after some time, after I start feeling better. Or even if you don't have a lot on your plate, you're just focusing on feeling good about yourself, or you're having a good self-care day, and people come and ask for your help in something, you just drop everything. You just start feeling guilty about having the time to yourself or having a self-care day, and you start helping them. You cannot say no. For example, if you have taken a day off from work and your plan is to have a good day just to yourself, your plan is to take a good bath, watch a good movie, cuddle up with a good book, and just read and drink coffee, and someone calls you that, hey, I just need your help with this one quick thing, and you start feeling guilty that you are needed at work and you're just doing nothing. Even if you are taking the time to make yourself feel good. You're taking the time to recharge your energy. You start feeling guilty about it and you jump right back into work. You need to stop doing that. You need to stop doing that. That is the main theme for the next lunar cycle for you. You need to set firm boundaries, and you need to focus on what is important right now, and you need to stand your ground and learn to say no to people. Yes, learn to say no to people. Okay, so the last card we will be taking out is from my another favorite Starseed Oracle deck, and here we will be looking at a message from the Moon Goddess for you. Any extra guidance that we can get for you guys? So let's see. Can I get one card for group one? Yeah, I think I'll take these two. I cannot make this up, you guys. You saw me shuffle. The first card says you are not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. And the void. Stop, embrace winter, the great cosmic womb. It is exactly what we've been talking about. It is talking about setting firm boundaries. It is talking about taking the time to yourself. It is talking about recharging your energy, and it is talking about cutting people off who don't serve you, who don't align with you, who are toxic to you. I don't think it is that extreme. I just think it is more about saying no to people when you don't feel up to helping them or working or something like that, because you need to focus on yourself as well, and that is only when you're good to anyone or to yourself. So stop, embrace the winter, great cosmic womb. I think the next, this whole full moon thing is bringing you clarity about what you truly need to focus on, and I think that is self-care for the most of you. You guys need to take care of yourself. You guys need to be kind to yourself. You guys need to do something that makes you feel happy, even if it does not make sense to other people. So yes, that is all that I'm seeing for you guys. If you guys like the reading, please let me know in the comments down below. Like, share and subscribe. And if you guys were drawn to any other pile, pick that pile, listen to that reading as well. And I will see you guys in my next reading. Bye. Okay, so if you guys chose the second pile, then this is going to be a reading. Here we are looking at the energies of the full moon and what you need to focus on, what you need to let go of, and your focus for the next lunar cycle, and lastly messages from the moon goddess. So this card will represent the whole energy of the full moon for you guys. So we have wholeness 33, black mulberry. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, so again, this, I am not very familiar with this deck and I need to check the guidebook. That is why I had kept the guidebook here. So I will read you the messages from the guidebook only. So we have oracle meaning. Everything should be coming together at present in projects and plans. The completion of something is indicated with black mulberries, and the energy of this fruit asks you to put your knowledge and skills to test. Balance and stability are present, and from this foundation, the possibilities are expanding. Setbacks, delays, and miscommunications are the challenges to watch out for. The uses are for protection, strength, vision, clarity, and wisdom. The celestial object is Mercury, and astrological sign is Aquarius. Okay, so looks like the main focus of black mulberries with the card 33, and in this particular deck, the cards are divided into the 4 signs: air, water, fire, and earth. So this one in particular is a water sign. Water signs are all the fruits, and this is the last card in the fruits or the water signs. So I think the main theme of this full moon for you is things coming to a completion, a cycle completing. I am hearing karmic cycle for the some of you guys. So that is one of the main themes. If you guys have been working, this message came through for the group 1 as well. I think this is a collective theme, but the main focus of the full moon for you guys, the main energy of the full moon is completion, clarity, and vision, which makes total sense with the energy of full moon. Full moons are all about completions of the lunar cycle, so that is very nice, that is good. So what we will be doing now is taking one card from the Deviant Moon Tarot deck for the things that you need to focus on during this full moon. So let's see what we get for you guys. Also, if you guys have been seeing the number 333 a lot of times, then as in the repeating threes, or 333 or something like that, then please Google the meaning. There could be some messages for you from the angels. It is an angel number. So so the card that we have for the things that you need to focus on is the Five of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Ten of Wands in reverse, and we have the Fool. It makes sense. It makes sense with the message of completion. So let me start with one card at a time. So let's see. We have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Five of Pentacles in reverse is talking about upright. It talks about lack mentality. It talks about not having something. It talks about lack of something, probably money, but it does not always have to be money. It could be something that is very important to you. So in reverse, it is talking about, I think in your case particular, this is talking about not having that lack mentality. You guys have all the resources, you guys have everything that you need, and I think in the group one the message came through that they are in that lack mentality, but you guys, I don't think you are in the lack mentality. You guys know what you have, you guys know your resources, you guys know your talents, and you know what you're doing, and you know what you have. So that is very good. We have the Ten of Wands in reverse. So Ten of Wands talks about completion of a cycle. All tens talk about completion of a cycle, and that message came through with the wholeness card as well. So Ten of Wands is talking about, even in reverse, I think it is talking about completion of a cycle, and especially of some work that you've been doing. And again, I do think it is talking about karma. It is talking about karmic cycle. So if you guys chose this pile, I'm very happy for you. You guys are done with a karmic cycle. You guys are stepping into a new cycle filled with abundance, excitement, and hope. And I say that because I see the Fool card here. So you guys are going to start working on something new. You guys are entering this new phase in your life. You guys are entering this new thing that you are really passionate about and you feel very happy about. Even if it's a risk, I do think that there is an opportunity coming your way, and even if you guys don't know a lot about it, you should take it, because the Fool card is all about taking the leap of faith and jump and the net will appear kind of a thing. So if you guys do feel like you should take the opportunity, even if it seems like a risk at the point, you should totally do it. Yes, so that's what you need to focus on this full moon. You need to look out for new opportunities that are coming your way, and you should totally take them, because you guys have everything that it takes. With the Five of Pentacles in reverse, you guys have everything that it takes. With the Ten of Wands in reverse, you are done with one cycle of your life and you are ready to enter into another. So this new cycle is going to be really good for you. Also, the Fool card is the first card of the major arcana. It does talk about new beginnings, and then we have the Ten of Wands, which talks about the endings. So it goes very well. It goes very well. So with that being said, we are taking the Rider Waite Tarot deck now, and we will be looking at what you need to let go of during this full moon. So I talked about it in the earlier pile as well. Full moons are all about being grateful for things. They are about letting go of things that are not working for you. New moons are for the manifestation and attracting new things into your life. Full moons are about letting go of things. So this is a very important part of the reading. So we have the Six of Wands and the Six of Swords in reverse. Also 3 plus 3 makes 6. So I really think 3s and 6 and any multiple of 3, so maybe 9s are also important for you. If you guys have been seeing repeating numbers, please Google them. There might be some message for you in those two. And we have 2 6s here and we have 2 3s, so repeating numbers do seem important. So okay, so what you need to let go of, we have the Six of Wands upright and the Six of Swords in reverse. Ooh, okay. The bottom of the deck was Devil, so I think I think I'll just keep it here if we need to talk about it. So I think you guys are people pleasers, to put it very mildly. Six of Wands is someone that people look up to. Six of Wands is someone who is basking in the fame, who is beloved by a lot of people. It also talks about public recognition, and with the Devil card, tying this with the Devil card, I think you guys are people pleaser. Again, the Devil card is the number 15, so that is a 6 too. So sixes or threes might be important numbers for you. So what was I saying? Right. Oh, and the full moon is happening on 18, so it is like 1 and 8, so that adds up to 9. So again, as I was saying, the multiples of 3, they could be important for you. You should totally Google them. I think you guys are people pleasers. I think you guys feel the need to be validated by other people. You guys want to be validated by the people surrounding you, by the society, by your friends, by your family, by your co-workers, and you need that validation to feel good about yourself. You need that validation to define your worth, and that has to stop. That you need to let go of that need to be validated by everyone. You need to let go of the need to please everyone around you and ignoring your own needs in the process. That has to stop. Again, with the Six of Swords in reverse, Six of Swords upright talks about transition. It talks about moving from still chaotic waters to still waters. So I think you guys have self-sabotaging behaviors. I think you guys it is very possible that you till now you guys have been putting yourself, maybe subconsciously putting yourself into situations that are not good for you. You guys have been saying yes to toxic relationships. You guys have been being around toxic people. You guys have been victimizing yourself. Guys have been in this mentality where you think everything bad happens to you, and you guys have no luck with anything that you do, and that has to stop. This is the Devil card. That is the devil talking to you. That you have to let go of that. Now that you guys are stepping into a new cycle, new karmic cycle, this has to stop. You need to stop looking for validation from each and everyone, and you need to stop putting yourself into chaotic situations just cause you need. I think you guys, most of you guys, like living in the flight or fight mode. I mean, that is the default setting for the most of us, but we need to break free of it. I think you guys have heavy anxieties. You guys maybe have some mental health issues. Please see a professional if that's the case. You guys, you need to ask for help. Please don't be afraid to ask for help. Ask for help. That is how you're going to get better. If you feel like you need to. So you need to stop the self-sabotaging behaviors. You need to stop saying yes to situations that you know are not good for you. You need to stop being around people that you know are not good for you and then blaming your destiny or blaming fate. You need to stop that, and you need to stop looking for validation from each and everyone around you, because that is never going to happen. You need to do what feels good to you. You need to do what feels right to you and stop asking for validation. This is a very heavy energy, you guys. I think you guys also need to do some shadow work. So yes, I'm just going to put the devil here. He will keep reminding you. So we are taking one card or two, or how many cards come out from the Pastel Journey Tarot deck, and here we will be looking at what you need to focus on in the next lunar cycle. So I don't know if you guys follow lunar cycles or you base your manifestation practices upon lunar cycles, but it is actually kind of a good way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take two cards, one this and the Empress that fell out upright, as in right side up. So we are going to take these two cards, and we have the Six of Swords in reverse again. So hey, we'll take that. Okay, so look, this is exactly what I mean, I was talking about Six of Swords in this too. So you need to focus on, you need to focus on not self-sabotaging. It's going to be an effort. It's going, you are going to have to you are going to have to consciously stop yourself from putting yourself into toxic situations or difficult situations. You can take the easy way out. It's fine if you take the easy way out. Okay, so another card that we have is the Hermit. So isolation might be one of the main themes for the next lunar cycle. Maybe you need to isolate yourself from public, maybe you need to isolate yourself from your friends and your family. I'm not saying detach completely or shut off, close off emotionally completely. That is something that I am guilty of. Whenever I'm faced with a difficult situation, I just close off emotionally and isolate myself. That is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about uh, going inside, like looking at yourself from the inside, looking at the situations from a very different perspective, from a third person's point of view, and trying to understand what has been going on. This is, the Hermit card is talking about internalizing the situation and looking at yourself and looking at the deeper roots of the problem, looking at why you reacted the way you did and thinking about what you can do. This is talking about shadow work. I feel for the most of you guys, Hermit card is talking about shadow work. When you isolate, when you put yourself away from the situations and the people around you, you can see things very clearly, you can hear the voices in your head very clearly. So that that is what you need to focus on. And finally we have the Empress card in reverse. Empress is actually a good card, but in reverse I think it is a good card anyway, reverse or upright. But Empress in this case I think is talking about focusing on yourself. I think this is only emphasizing the upright meaning. In reverse, it is telling you to focus on yourself, it is telling you to isolate yourself, it is telling you to have self-care days or weeks or months if you need to. It is talking about lighting up your own stars. You see those stars in her hair, they are beautiful. I love the stars in their hair. So yes, this is talking about that. It is talking about having time to yourself. It is talking about focusing. I'm sorry, I got a call while I was recording. It was from my dad, so I had to pick it up. Anyway, as I was saying, the Empress card is talking about focusing on yourself. It is talking about focusing on your creativity for a while, just letting go of everything that is not working for you. I think Empress card is also talking about letting go of the opinions of the other people, letting go of the critiques. And I think for the most of you, the people around you are getting into your head, and that is affecting your creativity. So Empress card is talking about isolating yourself from those people, or anyone, literally anyone who has been talking about your projects or your creative projects, or uh, anything like that. And anyone who has been affecting your creativity, it does not have to be people, it could be social media. It totally could be social media or the post that you read online, and that has been hindering your creativity, that has been affecting you, that has been leading to procrastination. So you need to just isolate. You need to you go on a social media detox if that makes you feel better. And you just need to focus on your creativity, no matter what someone says, no matter if it makes sense to others or it doesn't. You just need to focus on your creativity for the next lunar cycle and stop self-sabotaging. Okay, so with that, I think it ties up very well with the Six of Wands too, the need for validation. I think you guys are creatives, and if you guys have been working on a creative project and you guys have been looking for validation from each and everyone, you guys want everyone to like your projects, then that is not going to happen. Also, with the Six of Wands being a card that talks about public recognition, I think you guys put out your creative projects or the content online, you guys show it off to the world, and you have been getting some negative feedback, and that is making you really sad, and that is making you question your abilities. So yes, that is a very specific message for some of you. That has to stop. Okay, so now we will take one or two cards. Two cards fell out. These are going to be the messages from the moon goddess. So we have water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness and rest, which makes total sense. And we have seven sisters, birthing creations, tapestry of life and expression. Yes, I do think that you guys are creatives. You guys are creatives and you have been creating something that is very, that means a lot to you, that is like the true expression of yourself, and you have been getting some negative feedbacks on it. So the water your garden card, nourishment, body care, tenderness and rest, I think it is talking about exactly what it says. Yeah, and what the empress card represents, the empress card and the nourish water your own garden cards are almost the same in the traditional tarot deck. The empress looks something like that only. She is sitting on a throne in the nature. She is in very connect with herself and the nature. So it is talking about that you need to have self-care days, you need to nourish your body, take care of your body, exercise and hydrate. Okay, please hydrate, drink a lot of water. There is tenderness and rest. So yes, also this card always reminds me of ritual baths. So if you guys are into something like that, like bathing with the oils and the crystals and doing spell work, then this might be one of the things that will make you feel better. There is seven star sisters. It is talking about birthing creations, tapestry of life and expression. Of course, it is talking about the creative projects that I was talking about. It is you guys are very good at what you do, and I think one of the main reasons that not a lot of people understand what you're doing is maybe you guys resonate with being a star seed, and your work is so unique, it is so out of this world, your perspective is so unique that not a lot of people can relate to it, and that has been making you really sad because you have been putting your everything into it and you are not getting the response that you want, and it's making you sad. But I do want to tell you that you need to just keep working on what you are doing, and you need to keep doing it because it makes you feel happy, not because the response, not for the response of other people, not for the validation. You need to keep doing it because it makes you feel happy, and someday it is going to be successful anyway. So don't give up, keep doing this because it is beautiful, your work is beautiful, it is important. Even if not a lot of people can resonate with it, there are some people who can resonate and it means a lot to them. So you need to do it for them, and most importantly you need to do this for yourself. So yes, that is all that I'm seeing for you guys. If you guys like the reading, if it resonated, please let me know in the comments down below. Like, share and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next reading. Bye. Okay, so if you guys chose pile number 3, then this is going to be a reading. So we have here in this reading we will be looking at the overall energy of the full moon and what you need to focus on, what you need to let go of, your focus for the next lunar cycle, and lastly the messages from the moon goddess. So this card will represent the overall energy of the full moon for you guys. So we have number 4, emotion, with cucumber. Okay, so I am still getting used to this tarot deck, so I'm going to read the message from the guidebook for you guys. So the oracle meaning of this card is any uncertainties that have been hanging around should begin to fall away soon. A commitment and even perhaps a major life decision will come up, and you are advised to take hold of your emotions before you determine the right path for you. Someone near you may express themselves in an unsettling way, so try to ride that wave gently until it passes. It could be time to take a new step forward. So the uses are chastity, commitment, prosperity, improvement, and expansion. The celestial objects associated with it are the moon and Venus. So, yay! And the astrological sign is Cancer. I'm going to read this small quote. I haven't been reading this for everyone, but I feel it is important for you guys. So we have, a flower falls even though we love it, and a weed goes even though we do not love it. So the first message that I'm getting from this emotion card is some things are out of our control and you just need to accept that. You cannot control everything, and but you can control your own reactions, you can control your own emotions, and that is exactly what you should be focusing on. So with the full moon, uh, it's a given that our emotions are in a very the emotions are running high during new and full moon, during the lunar cycles. These two are the most powerful days where your emotions are ruling your actions, and that is exactly what you need to stop from happening. So you need to focus on controlling your emotions. You need to focus on actually thinking before taking your actions, because sometimes like the guidebook said, if someone says something that you don't like and that unsettles you or that triggers some kind of reaction out of you, you need to stop, calm yourself, think for a minute before actually taking action or before doing something, because you might regret it later. So you need to focus on your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions, and you need to think before acting, because the way you react when you are in this highly emotional state is not going to give you the best outcome. It's not going to give you a good result in the long term, or even immediately. This is not a very good way to react, and you are going to regret it after a while. So you need to stop, take a step back, let your ride the wave of your emotions, let them just smoothen out, and after that you need to think logically before reacting, before speaking, because your words can hurt when you are in this high emotional state. So yes, that is the main message with cucumber. So now we will be taking the Deviant Moon Tarot deck, and we are taking out cards or a card. How no, great, we have two cards. So we are taking out these two cards to see what you need to focus on during this full moon. So the world card in reverse came out for another deck as well, another pile as well. So let's talk about the world card in reverse for a moment. So it is talking about breaking out of your shell. It is talking about um, being vulnerable, actually being vulnerable. So I think you guys have all these walls, you guys have all these guards around you that you like to stay inside of, because you are scared of the world outside. So you need to focus on stepping out of this circle. You need to focus on stepping out of this. Also, I do think that this not thinking before acting thing is kind of a pattern. It's a cycle for you guys. You keep doing this each and every time, and you keep regretting the way you acted. So this is about time that you break this cycle. This is about time that you step out of it, because this also reminds me of a cycle. This could totally be a karmic cycle. So you guys have been here for a while now, and you need to make some internal progress. You need to grow internally to actually step out of it. Also, this is the last card in the major arcana, and the 10 of Pentacles is also the last card. So tens are always considered to be endings of cycles. So yes, also the 10 of Pentacles talks about spending time with your family. It talks about spending time with people who are very close to you and being in that abundant energy, being grateful for what you have. The message has been coming out through the last two piles as well. So you guys need to start a gratitude journal. Also, I think journaling is a good option for you guys. If you guys are someone who feel emotions very intensely, you guys need to ground yourself. You guys need, if emotions are something that rule your actions, then you guys need to gain control over it. So the 10 of Pentacles could be talking about that. The 10 of Pentacles could be talking about feeling abundant, feeling grateful for the things you have, feeling grateful for the people around you, and being kind to the people around you. Also, this 10 of Pentacles seems like a warning to me, because there is this guy under the chessboard who has stolen a piece, and they have no clue about it. So just be careful, okay? This totally doesn't have to be someone outside of you. It could be someone inside. It I mean, it could be a thought, it could be emotion, it could be a traumatic incident that has happened in your life. When you look at this guy right here, he seems sad, he seems neglected, he seems abandoned, he seems forgotten. So this card, in your particular case, I do think that if this is you trying to organize your thoughts, trying to break free of this cycle, trying to regain control of your life, of your emotions, I think there is some shadow work that needs to be done. There is some thought, there is some traumatic incident that you have kept locked away. This happens with a lot of us. If there is some traumatic incidents, our mind just locks it away. We don't remember it, we don't want to unlock those emotions, we don't want to deal with it, so we just kind of forget about it entirely, like it never happened. So that needs to come out, and you need to work on that. That is some serious shadow work there. If you guys really want to get control of these emotions, and if you guys really want to break free of this cycle, then you need to deal with this forgotten thing that is hidden and locked within you. So that is a very heavy energy. Let's see what you need to let go of. We are going to be using the classic Rider-Waite tarot deck for this. And the Three of Cups is talking about ignoring things. Three of Cups is talking about, and I'll just take this one card, High Priestess. Cool. Okay, so the Three of Cups is obviously talking about having defense mechanisms. It is talking about I don't exactly remember the exact word for it, but the crutches. It's talking about the crutches. So if you guys start feeling something too intensely, you just ignore it and you focus your attention on something else, and that something could be partying, that something could be going out with people, that something could be staying up late at night, that something could be excessively using social media. So anything that gets your mind off of this thing, you are going to you do that. That needs to stop. You need to let go of that. You need to let go of relying on other things to make you feel better when there is this inner conflict going on inside you. So you completely ignore it and you focus on something else. But this could also be talking about overworking, but I do think that for the most of you it is talking about partying, drinking. If you guys have any of those addictions, that needs to stop, because this is calling for some internal work. The High Priestess is talking about your internal work. High Priestess is closely related to the moon, and she is talking about focusing on yourself. She is talking about focusing on your emotions. She is talking about focusing on your intuition and healing what is inside of you instead of ignoring it entirely. So this is some serious shadow work for you guys in this during this full moon and during this lunar cycle. So we will take a look at we will take a few cards, one or two or how many fall out from the Pestle Journey tarot deck, and this will talk about what you need to focus on during the next lunar cycle. So let's see what we have. These two cards seem like they wanted to fall out, so we will take that. Temperance and the Nine of Swords. Okay, Temperance card is the card of balance. It is the card of creating something new entirely. With this card looks like that she is pouring this drink into her cup and it is all rainbows and sunshines. It is also talking about balance, creating something. Temperance is a card of alchemy too. So I think you guys need to set firm boundaries. You guys need to create a balance in your life. This balance could be of emotions and actions. This balance could be of past and present. You guys need to be in the moment. That is one of the main things that I think is important for you. You guys need to be in the moment. You guys need to focus on the present instead of dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. There has to be this is a very thin line to walk. There has to be a balance between everything in your life. With the Nine of Swords, Nine of Swords is a card of anxiety. It is a card of nightmares. It is a card of panic and worrying and things like that. All not the good things, all the mental health things. Again, I do think if you guys have suffered through mental health issues, please ask for help. It is important that you ask for help and get some professional help. Also, during the next lunar cycle, I think you guys need to rest for the most time, because when you're doing this internal shadow work, dealing with the outer world is not easy. It takes up a lot of energy. It exhausts you emotionally, mentally, and physically. So you need to rest, and you need to take care of yourself, and you need to be kind to yourself. Give yourself some time and space to work through things, because if you actually do start working on this, it's going to be difficult. I'm not going to lie, it's going to be very difficult, and you need to be very patient with yourself. Very patient with yourself. Yes. So we will take out a card or two from this deck. It will talk about, this is going to give us messages from the moon goddess. This is Starseed Oracle deck, so we will take a few cards from this. I was actually planning on taking one card each, but group 2 had like 3 cards. You guys have 2 cards. Group 1 had only 1 card. Now I kind of feel sad for them. So okay, I'm just going to take 2. The first one is loosen your grip, coping mechanisms, destiny, addiction, and let God in. I'm not making this up, you guys. And the second one is I remember, soul plan, fated life versus destiny life. I'm not making this up. You guys saw me shuffle, didn't you? I mean, it is talking about loosening your grip. It is talking about the coping mechanisms. I was not crutches. Coping mechanisms is the right word. So coping mechanisms, destiny, addiction, and let God in. I don't know what else to say. I have already said everything that these cards are talking about. This is talking about letting go of those addictions. It is talking about letting go of those coping mechanisms. It is talking about actually looking within and trying to understand what is going on inside you. This is some heavy shadow work. Even if you feel like you're falling, even if you're afraid to feel things that intensely, you need to work on it. You need to work on the darkest parts of yourself, bring them to light, and give them love. That is what is going to make you happy. This guy who is forgotten, who is abandoned, who is very sad, you need to give it love. Even if you don't like those parts of yourself, the whole of you deserves being loved. I'm getting so emotionally when talking about this. This is such heavy energy. I i am so sorry that you guys feel like you have to hide some parts of yourself, and you guys ever felt the need to lock away your emotions and just be this happy, upbeat, bubbly self to please people around you. I'm so sorry that you guys had to go through whatever that you guys went through, but all of you deserves love. Okay. And the second card is I remember, soul plan, fated life versus destiny life. So bring all of those parts to life. Bring all of those parts into the bright light of this world. This is the whole of you. That is when you're going to feel whole. So this, I'm so sorry that you have to deal with this. You have shadow work for the next month. But please remember to take care of yourself. Please remember that you are loved and you are protected, and you deserve everything that you have in your life and more. And yes, that is all that I'm saying for you guys. If you guys like the reading, please let me know in the comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next reading. Bye. So my last pile, I actually was not planning on doing pile number 4, but the cards fell out that way and we have a pile number 4. So if you guys chose this pile, this is going to be our reading. Here we are looking at the energies of the full moon. We will be looking at the things that you need to focus on during the full moon, and the things that you need to let go of, and what should be your focus for the next lunar cycle, and finally some messages from the moon goddess herself. So these 2 cards will talk about the energy of the full moon. Each of the piles have been getting 1 card only, but you guys have 2, so we are just gonna run with it. So we have victory, the first card, with nasturtium. I'm not very sure how to pronounce it, but it is number 44, and victory. And we have regeneration with tarragon, number 17. So both of these cards add up to the number 8. So If you guys think that is somehow significant, please remember to take a look at it. Also, I'm still getting used to this tarot deck, so I will be looking at the messages and the signs from the guidebook. So for the Tarragon number 17, we have what to do next is something that needs focus under the influence of Tarragon. It will often indicate what works need to be done to align the physical with the spiritual. A gift could be coming your way soon and a relationship will step up a level. Look at what can be redone if given extra care to grow again, or if bringing it back into your life will serve you in a positive way. Tarragon also highlights plagiarism or taking inspiration without credit. The magical correspondences in the uses we have sensuality, confidence, courage, protection, and sexuality. The celestial object associated with it is Mars, and the astrological sign is Aries. And let's see, with the card 44, we have. Oh, is it the last card? Yes, this is the last card in the deck. So we have Nasturtium. I seriously don't know how to pronounce it, so I'm just going to skip over the word. Indicate a firm message of triumph and success over the challenges, as well as support being found. They inject the energies of strength and vigor into all they come in contact with and illuminate ways to find resolution and gain self-confidence and self-reliance. Advancement is possible now, so get moving. Do not become obsessed with the need to impress others or lose your belief in your own unique abilities. The uses are success, support, vitality, independence, optimism. The celestial object is Mars and the astrological sign is Aries. So both of these cards are represented by Mars and the astrological sign is Aries. So that might be significant for the some of you guys. And Coco is here. So oh my god. Okay, so we are just going to wait for a minute till he's done. Yes, I think he's done. So let's just try again. So both of these cards are, you heard the message. They are talking about regeneration. They are talking about looking at things in a new perspective, and that is, I think I should rearrange these cards like this. So that is what is going to bring you victory in your life. You need to look at things with a new perspective. You need to look at things with you need to look at the things that are going to serve you well, and also you need to focus on mending relationships, mending things, mending connections, if that is something that you're being called to do. And if you do that, if you guys reach out to an ex-lover or a friend or a family member that you want to reconnect with, it is going to be successful. It is going to make you happy. So that is the main energy of the full moon for you guys. We will take one card from the Deviant Moon Tarot deck. This card will talk about the things that you need to focus on during this full moon, and we are getting two again, so we are just going to take these two cards. So we have Six of Swords and we have Eight of Wands. So Eight of Wands does talk about a new message coming in. It talks about your manifestations coming in. It talks about the blessings coming in to your life. So that is good, that is amazing. And we have the Six of Swords. Six of Swords talk about moving, it talks about transition, it talks about a mental shift. It could totally talk about shifting your perspective. I don't know why I'm getting this message for you guys. You guys need to shift your perspective. And the Eight of Wands in this deck in particular reminds me of cutting ties, cutting old ties, cutting things that no longer serve you, that no longer are in alignment with you. It is like cleaning old energies out, and that is exactly what new moon is about. It is about cleaning out the old energies and giving thanks for what you have before cultivating new things into your life. So you guys need to move. The Six of Swords talks about transition from chaotic place to a still place. So if you guys have been in a chaotic situation, you guys need to focus on what needs to be done to smoothen it out and cut out the old ties, cut the old thinking patterns, step out of the old cycles into this very new victorious energy. That message has been coming out for a lot of decks, a lot of piles as well. So that seems to be a theme in this month. So with the traditional Rider with tarot deck, I did not even start shuffling, for God's sake. We are looking at what you need to let go of. So let's just take the 3 cards that fell out. We have the Five of Wands is in reverse. We have the King of Cups, and we have the Page of Swords. So what you need to let go of, and Coco is here again. So I'm just gonna hold. He was sleeping till now. I usually record the readings when he's sleeping. Okay, so let's start with the Five of Wands in reverse. The Five of Wands in reverse talks about not giving away your energy to the people who don't understand, who you don't see eye to eye with, not trying to convince each and everyone around you when there is a difference of opinion. So if you guys are someone who does that, who wants everyone to agree with you, that needs to stop. You need to stop doing that. Also with I think King of Cups and the Page of Swords are very interesting cards to show up in this spot in particular, because the both of these are very positive cards, but with the Page of Swords, the message coming for the very few people of you is you need to stop gossiping. I don't know why I heard that, but the Page of Swords does have a spying element to it, and if you guys talk about people behind their backs, or if you guys like to gossip, then that needs to stop, because it's not going to serve you well. It's not going to serve you well in any way during this month. It's going to come back to you and bite you. So you need to stop doing that. Also with the King of Cups, I think you need to stop thinking emotionally and take a very logical perspective to your problems. Look at your problems in a new way instead of looking at it through rose colored glasses. King of Cups is someone who is ultra nice, someone who thinks the best of everyone. So if you guys are someone like that, who only looks at the positives and ignore the red flags in the process, then that needs to stop. You need to look at the red flags for what they are. Okay, so with that being said, we will take 1 or 2 or how many ever cards come out from this deck for this will talk about what you need to focus on in the next lunar cycle. So let's see what we have. We are going to take these 3 cards. So we have Ace of Wands, we have the 8 of Cups, and we have the 8 of Wands. This has been happening a lot. The cards come out again and again. So let's see. That's Coco again. He's not going to let me shoot this last pile, is he? We're just gonna go with it though. So okay, so Ace of Wands is talking about new beginnings. It is talking about new, again, the eights. You see, there is 1 plus 7 is 8, 4 plus 4 is 8, and you have 2 8s again here and 1 8 here. So 8s might be very significant for you. I would also look out for the 8th of April, probably, because, or any number, any date that adds up to 8. So please look out for that. Those might be important days for you. So with the Ace of Wands, I think there are new beginnings coming your way. There are your manifestations are coming in, the blessings are coming in, but for that you need to walk away from a few things. You need to walk away from the things that don't serve you anymore, that are no longer in alignment with you. You need to walk away from people, a job, a career, a place. Probably, I think moving away is one of the things. For some of you guys are maybe moving to some place new that is opening up all these new doors for you. The 6 of Swords does talk about moving. 8 of Cups is emotionally walking away from something. So yes, that could totally be relevant for the some of you. With the regeneration too, I think it could talk about starting anew, and the Ace of Wands talks about that too. So you guys are probably starting to work on a new project. You guys are emotionally walking away from something, some people, and that is going to lead you to this victory and the 8 of Wands energy, where you're getting all the blessings from the divine or all the things that you've been asking about. Okay, so the last section of the reading, we will be taking out at least 2 cards now for the messages from the moon goddess herself, any extra guidance that you guys need to focus on. So let's see. Oh, also, I do want to mention that the blessings that are coming your way are going to be totally unexpected, and they are going to be a total surprise. You guys would not expect it, you guys would not see it coming. It's just going to hit you out of nowhere, and it's going to be amazing. You guys are absolutely going to love it. So that is a lot of cards. We are just going to need one more, so we will keep shuffling. Okay, so we have I Remember, Soul Plan, Fated Life versus Destiny Life, and we have, I'm just going to pull this down a little. Yeah, and we have We Are Hathors, Deep Love, Mother's Milk, Birth as a Portal. So I think you guys are stepping in. Yes, and the last card at the bottom of the deck is Baby Steps, Action, Follow Your Intuition Before It Makes Sense. Yes, so I'm going to take that as well. So this is talking about believing in yourself. It is talking about trusting yourself. It is talking about trusting your intuition. It is also talking about stepping up. You guys are stepping up into your spiritual journey. You guys are absolutely growing. You guys are this all of this seems like a new beginning to me. There is this portal. It seems like a path, a doorway to a new life. To you guys are probably switching your realities when you let go of this old energy and you try to manifest these new things. You are probably switching your realities. You are stepping into the life that you always wished you had, that always you tried to manifest. You are stepping into that, and the Baby Steps card seems to be the most important one out of these 3. It is talking about action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. So even if you don't see a proof in the 3D reality yet, it is very important to follow your intuition, because it is leading you somewhere. It is leading you to your destiny. It is leading you to the life that you want. It is leading you to victory, and it is leading you to a better reality. So yes, follow your intuition, even if it does not make sense, or even if you don't see any proof of it in the reality or the 3D physical world. Yes, that is all that I'm seeing for you guys. If you guys liked the reading, if it resonated, please let me know in the comments down below. Like, share and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next reading. Bye.